Hi, this is Tim, and I wanted to share a message with you again today, reporting from the spaceship. It's a little bit dark in here, but of course it's a converted garage, but so there's not much light coming, even though it's nice and sunny outside. I'm a bit of a hermit, as you can see. But I haven't been on for a little while, and one of the reasons why that is because I've been making 3D masks for Dr. Andy Freeman in Dartmouth Clinic and other people as well, and so I've been hard at that for the past couple of weeks. And just to give you an idea what one of them looks like, look like one of these. It's something out of Star Wars, but it's not deliberately done that way. But it's something which should hopefully protect the doctors and nurses who use them, and also this strange device here, which actually just checks if there's any gaps in the actual the mask. So it's this weird and wonderful device as well, which hopefully will be used to set up things up as well. Anyway, what I hadn't come to talk to you about that. What I came to share about was a message which I feel that God is leading us to, or leading me to anyway, at least. And it's from Psalm 107, and it's basically saying that during this time of hardship, we should be giving thanks for all the different things that do go right, that are working out. And the Psalm 107 is one of those psalms which talk about people who've gone through affliction or going through affliction, and each time the Lord, it says, give thanks to the Lord. Now you might think, well, why does the Lord want thanks during this time? Well, how can we need to thank God when it's such a hard time to go through? And of course, when we've lost when we've lost our job, or we've lost someone we love, it's certainly something we don't want to do. So, but basically what the Lord is saying, I want you to draw near to me. I still want you to come to me each day, even in your time of grief, even in your time of pain, even in a time of loss, even a time of uncertainties and fear. Come and draw close to me. Come and draw near to me, for I can give you everything you need to help you through this time. And so giving thanks isn't to help God feel good or anything. It's nothing like that. It's us. It's a bit like forgiveness. When we forgive, when we stay in unforgiveness, the only person it really hurts is us. The only person it traps and imprisons is us when we are unforgiven. The other person, might not even be aware that they need forgiving. And the same sort of thing is that we give thanks to the Lord, that He can draw near to us. He inhabits our praises, and when we give thanks to Him, it also raises our faith. It raises our expectation and our trust in Him. But when we sit and whinge and grind over things and think of doomsday scenarios and everything like that, we are down the dumps. And God is saying, look, come out of there, come out of that place, come and draw near to me, because I can change things. I can do things. Whether you understand, do you believe He's the God of miracles, or do you believe He's the God just standing by watching with His arms up in the air and He's walked off? So which God, who do we believe in? Who are we going to trust in? And so I want to read Psalm 107 to you, Psalm 107 verses 1 to 32, and it expresses groups of people who are in this time of suffering, and each time it results in thanks to God. So let's just read that together. Psalm 107, this is what it says. Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever. Let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story. Those He redeemed from the hand of the foe, those He gathered from the lands, from the east and west, from north and south. Some wandered in desert wastelands, finding no way to a city where they could settle. They were hungry and thirsty, and their lives ebbed away. Then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and He delivered them from their distress. He led them by a straight way to a city where they could settle. Let them give thanks to the Lord for His unfailing love and His wonderful deeds for mankind. For He satisfies the thirsty and fills the hungry with good things. Some sat in darkness, in utter darkness, prisoners suffering iron chains, because they rebelled against God's commands and despised the plans of the Most High. So He subjected them to bitter labour. They stumbled, and there was no one to help. Then they cried to the Lord in their trouble. He saved them from their distress. He brought them out of darkness, the utter darkness, and broke away their chains. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for mankind, for he breaks down gates of bronze and cuts through bars of iron. Some became fools for their rebellious ways and suffered affliction because of their iniquities. They loathed all food and drew near to the gates of death. Then they cried to the Lord in their trouble, and he saved them from their distress. He sent out his word and healed them. He rescued them from the grave. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for mankind. Let them sacrifice thank offering and give and tell of his works and with songs of joy. Some went out to the sea in ships. They were merchants on the mighty seas. They saw the works of the Lord, his wonderful deeds in the deep. For he spoke and stirred up a tempest and lifted high the waves. They mounted up to the heavens and went down to the depths. In their peril their courage melted away. They reeled and staggered like drunkards. They were all at their wits' end. Then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and he brought them out of their distress. He stilled the storm to a whisper. The waves of the sea were hushed. They were glad when it grew calm, and he guided them to their desired haven. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for mankind. Let them exalt him in the assembly of the people and praise him in the council of the elders. That psalm is such a powerful one which we can draw from in so many ways, where our courage has melted away, that we're at our wits' end. And the Lord says, call upon me, cry out to the Lord in these times of trouble. You know, many times we wait until trouble's got so bad, that's when we cry out. And we've come to the absolute end of things. There's times where we feel so frustrated, whether it's losing a loved one, or it's losing your job, or it's just frustration of not being able to do, or the uncertainty of what's going on, what lies ahead. And the Lord's saying, cry out to me, draw near to me. Draw near to him, draw near to the Lord, and trust in him. Put your trust in him, and the Lord will hear you, that he will deliver us. And that's what I believe. God will deliver us. We don't know how he's going to do it. We don't know what will happen. But the Lord is asking us to stand at this time in faith that he will. So we need to look to him, cry out to him. There's nothing, no harm again if you can get on your knees to cry out to him and call upon the Lord at this time. We also look at what God is doing around us right now. There are incredible things going on around us right now, even though there may be the hard things going, the people who are losing loved ones and jobs and everything. There's also amazing things that God is doing. He has brought communities together. He has brought families together. There is people who are spending time, more than they've ever had, good time to be together, times to get to know people, times where there's been amazing generosity, been amazing encouragement from people that we've never usually hear from. I was encouraged one day when I opened the door and there was a cauliflower on the mat, and somebody across the way had dropped cauliflowers at everybody's door just to say, you know, you're not alone. And I love on a Thursday at 8 p.m. when everybody comes out of their door in the close and they start clapping hands for the NHS, banging pans and revving engines on their motorbikes. And that's just an incredible... that would never have otherwise happened. And we look across the close to each other, and as people are smiling, saying, just to acknowledge that we are here, we are together in this, and you're not alone. And as a Christian, we can give so much more. We can also show what I mean by more is to show the love of Christ, not just show, but also share that love of Christ, to speak the love of Christ, to encourage people. You can put on a mat instead of a cauliflower. You can say a little note: I am praying for you. I am lifting you up. You could do that for people around you. One thing we did at Easter is our car sitting there at the moment. It's not being used, so we put posters up inside the windows to say Jesus is hope, and that we care for you, we're praying for you, and all those sort of things which can help. And David and Esther and the others all did their own little pictures and everything to encourage people outside. You can do it for the bin men as they go past. People have put messages on top of the bins to say, I care for you. I'm thinking of you. You are valuable. And so this is a time of amazing affirmation to lift other people up and to help them and to encourage them, because it could otherwise be a very dark time. So along those lines of encouraging, of helping people, of loving people, I would encourage you to do that, to shine for Jesus at this time, to not stay solely indoors and to just wait for it to blow over, but to use it as an opportunity to share with people, to do what you can with the abilities you have. If you say, well, I can't do much, I'm old, well, you can put a message out saying, I'm praying for you. It might, whatever it might be. But I pray that God, as you call upon his name, as you cry out to him, God will respond. God will deliver us. I believe that with all my heart, that God will deliver us. Even though we do not know how, he will deliver us. One of those favourite verses, short verses, it will pass. It will pass. And God knows he has these things in hand. So please continue to encourage. Please continue to be encouraged. Please continue to call upon the Lord's name in this time. God bless you.